Hey guys, Brittany and Parker here from Ride or Dine. And with 2020 coming to a close, we thought we would do something a little different and count down our top 5 roller coasters of the year.
So top 5 is actually a little game that we play after each trip. We talk about the top 5 rides that we've ridden, the top 5 foods that we've eaten. And this is just a great way for us to reflect on the trip we just had and even look forward to the next trip that we have planned.
So even though 2020 was a crazy year, we were actually pretty fortunate and we were able to go to quite a few parks this year.
And since I love games, what I'm going to do is I'm going to include a list of both of our new roller coasters that we rode this year. And you can pause the video and see if you can guess what our top 5 is going to be.
Here's my list.
And here's mine.
All right, let's get started. Number 5. For me, number 5 can be found at Dollywood, and I know this is going to come to the surprise of a lot of people, and almost no one is going to agree with me here, but it is Blazing Fury. At the end of the day, I just love dark rides. I mean, I can appreciate a good coaster, but a dark ride will always trump that, and although this is an old ride, it was fun.
My number 5 coaster is called Lightning Run, and it can be found at Kentucky Kingdom in Louisville, Kentucky. This roller coaster only stands 100 feet tall and sits on such a small plot of land, but it packs in a punch. There's so much ejector air time, you are out of your seat for the majority of this ride. And it really is a mystery why there aren't more of these roller coasters out there.
Number 4. My number 4 comes from a small park in Salem, New Hampshire called Canobie Lake Park. This is an adorable park with a lot of cute rides, shops, and places to eat. Even the popcorn stands look like boxes of popcorn. My favorite ride was Yankee Cannonball. It's a small family wooden roller coaster built in 1930. So typically I'm not a big wooden coaster fan because of how bumpy they can be, but this was recently retracked, so the ride was actually pretty smooth.
My number 4 coaster is Canobie at Hershey Park in Hershey, Pennsylvania. This roller coaster was part of a huge expansion to Hershey Park, which also included Chocolate Town, which features a new entrance to the park, a giant gift shop, and other food offerings that are going to open next year. This is a B&M Hyper coaster, and it reaches a height of 210 feet. And honestly, it would actually be higher on my list if it wasn't for so many people comparing it to Mako in Orlando. This is a great roller coaster though, and it provides a ton of airtime and even includes a really neat element where it goes around a fountain shaped like a Hershey Kiss.
Number 3. Parker and I actually share the same top 3, starting with Fire Chaser Express in Dollywood coming in at the 3rd spot.
This is a family coaster and it is for everybody. In fact, in my honest opinion, it's probably the best family coaster outside of Orlando and Disney.
Yeah, definitely. I was not expecting to have this much fun on this coaster. There is a surprising element to Fire Chaser Express, and we don't want to give away those spoilers, but just trust us when we say this ride is definitely worth riding. And Dollywood is definitely worth visiting. Number 2.
Orion. This roller coaster is located at Kings Island in Mason, Ohio. Now, a lot of people talk about Cedar Point being the roller coaster capital of the world, but who knows? Kings Island is on a roll. They've added a few roller coasters in a row now that have just blown people away.
So we talked earlier about Candemonium at Hershey Park and a little bit about Mako in SeaWorld Orlando. And this is another B&M coaster that does what those two do, it's just a little bit bigger. Just to give you some perspective here, both Mako and Candemonium have drops of 200 feet, while Orion has a drop of 300 feet.
This was a great addition to the park, and we're so thankful that we got out to Kings Island this year.
And number 1, Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. And I definitely had to cheat and read that because that is such a long name.
And for that reason, we're going to call it Hagrid's going forward. But in all seriousness, this is a fully immersive experience. This is located inside the Wizarding World of Harry Potter in Universal Studios Islands of Adventure. Whether you're a Harry Potter fan or not, the theming for this ride is incredible, and so is the roller coaster.
So Hagrid's offers a really unique ride style. You actually get to choose between sitting on the motorbike itself or riding in the sidecar. 10 out of 10, our absolute favorite coaster of the year, and one of the best roller coasters of all time. And there you have it. That wraps up our favorite coasters that we rode this year.
What's your top 5 of 2020? Let us know in the comments, and keep an eye out for our next top 5 video.
Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. See you guys soon!